action.
This is Snake Blocker and my best friend Alan Tafoya. We represent the Apaches during Apaches versus Gladiators, Deadliest Warriors Season 1, Episode 1, Spike TV. It was on Netflix for a while. You can still find the DVDs and they still do reruns of it. So we get a lot of questions. This is kind of like an ongoing series of questions, and since Alan was in town, we're in Colorado today. I live here, he lives in New Mexico, he's lived all over too, but we're going to talk about a common question we get about Deadliest Warrior. How was Chuck Liddell? He says, people see him on screen on UFC. We all know he's a former world champion, and they just, say, hey, what was your experience with him? My experience, I had a good time with him. I thought he was a little more low demeanor, a little shyer than I thought he was going to be. Was not cocky or braggy at all. We had a great conversation. We got to hang out for a few days, and I wanted to ask Alan kind of what his experience was, because Alan also got to do some training with Chuck Liddell, i.e. Chuck Liddell asked Alan to train him in some tactics. And let's hear your impression of Chuck Liddell.
The Iceman, Chuck Liddell, he was really cool. Like you said, he was kind of low key, but I'll never forget when we first walked into the warehouse and he was hitting the bag. That man can hit. His just the way the bag was popping. I mean, we could hear it all the way from across this huge warehouse that we were filming in. And of course, Snake got on the bag too, so it was really nice, and I was very impressed with both their abilities to hit that bag. And I was telling Snake, oh, come on, man, you can take him, It would have been an interesting fight, but Chuck Liddell, I mean, he's to be respected. He was a UFC champion for many years, and every fighter gets old, so that's just the way it goes, there's nothing against any fighter. I mean, Ali or Sugar Ray Robinson couldn't turn back the clock, so neither can Chuck Liddell, neither can I or Snake. But Chuck Liddell was really nice, and I got to watch him do his work, and it was good to work with him because everybody was all riled up. We were all, we want the Apaches to win. They're for the Gladiators, and there was a lot of good back and forth that happened. And it was real sometimes. I mean, sometimes you just, really wanted to smack somebody. So, but it was good. And afterwards, Chuck Liddell or his son, they asked me to teach Chuck Liddell how to throw the tomahawk. There's some things I can't remember. Everything just happened so fast. And, but I taught him how to throw the tomahawk, and he was getting pretty good at it. And I'm just very honored to have shared that stage with Snake and with Chuck Liddell, and we represented the Apaches, and we won, and that's always going to be something very special in my journey as an entertainer, was to be a part of that show. And kudos to Dennis Chavez for filming my audition. That's why I got the part. Thanks, Dennis.
Yeah, and so we will be back together. Alan and I, we have our own little arenas of stuff that we do. I do a lot of stuff with the seminar circuit and the martial arts and self-defense, and I travel a lot for that reason. Alan travels a lot with his theater, with his singing, with his acting, all the volunteer stuff that he does. So every so often we cross path, and we're going to try to do more of these together for our fans, because there's still a cult following, and we love every single fan of ours, and thank you for your support over the years.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it's awesome. We're nothing without the fans. I mean, we just got an opportunity, and we took it, and we thank God for the opportunity. Alan and I will be at the Indigenous Comic-Con in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and we'd love to see everyone to try to make it out there in November. You can tell us where it's at, the casino and all that good stuff.
At the Isleta Casino, which is just south of the Albuquerque airport. It'll be on November 10th through the 12th. Come on, check it out, Come on and talk with us. We can be fun. I can be fun sometimes, so come and check it out.
And we'll be doing a couple of knife demonstrations and probably tomahawk demonstrations, and come down if you guys want to jump in and practice with us. We'll train you and teach you some Apache knife fighting and battle tactics. We'll sign autographs, take pictures, shake babies and kiss hands. Or is it the other way around?
I don't know,
the other
man.
way.
I'll let
we'll
you
see you
kiss the
there.
babies, man.
See you guys.